Ike, this is the portion of the program where it's now a TJ Watt fan show. And you said this a few weeks back here on this show. Other than Fred Warner with the San Francisco 49ers,
Right.
and look, I know Myles Garrett had a great week, but sustained excellence week after week after week after week after week. What TJ Watt's doing is special. The interception to start the second half, I think, completely changed the momentum of the game. What he's doing, not just as a pass rusher, but as an outside linebacker too, Ike, is special. And it's time where it's like, other than Warner for the 49ers, I don't even know what the other argument would be to fill out the bracket right now for Defensive Player of the Year. And if he keeps this rolling, like, Ike, here's how I look at this. If TJ Watt breaks his own single season sack record and we don't give him Defensive Player of the Year, what are we doing?
Right. So I'm looking at his stats right now since 2017, right? Defensive Player of the Year in 2021, correct? 3 first team All-Pros from 2019 to 2021, right? Second team All-Pro 2019. 5-time Pro Bowler between 2018 and 2022, right? NFL force former co-leader since 2019, right? And that's just, and he missed a ton of games. So out of the ton of games, he's the fastest to get to 85.5 sacks in the NFL. 25 forced fumbles, 41 pass deflections. He plays outside linebacker. He has 41 pass deflections. This is the part people don't understand. Cornerbacks have pass deflections, not outside linebackers, right? 41 pass deflections. Fumbles recovered, 10. 10 fumbles recovered. Interceptions, 7. He don't play corner, he don't play safety. He plays outside linebacker. So when I say TJ Watt is always stating his case for being the Defensive Player of the Year, because it's hard. These stats I'm talking about, when you look at sacks, yeah, we already know outside linebackers or edge rushers, they get sacks all day. But as an edge rusher, you don't talk about 41 pass deflections. You don't talk about 10 fumble recoveries, and you don't talk about 7 interceptions. As an edge rusher or outside linebacker in a 3-4 defense, you don't talk about that. By the way, he got a tutty too. He sure did do the prime as he did when he scored. But what TJ Watt is doing in less games, it's crazy. It's crazy. So when you want to talk about a guy who can take over a game, if you need a sack, if you need a forced fumble, if you need a pick, if you need a touchdown, call TJ Watt and he gonna answer for you. It's every year, year after year after year. But this just been since he stepped in the league, Mark. So that's why I look at him different. It's hard to find a guy who can play outside linebacker, can cover can hit like a linebacker, but have the instincts like a safety and can catch picks like a corner. And he plays on the front line. You don't find them guys, the Nick Bosa's, the Michael Parsons, them Garrett's, them guys we like. Their guys, once they're around the line of scrimmage, you know them guys gonna get to the quarterback. But we're not saying Micah 7 interceptions. We're not saying Myles 7 interceptions. We're not saying 41 pass deflections. We're not saying 10 fumble recoveries, and we ain't even talking about the forced fumbles that he have. So for me, TJ, man, he's Troy Polamalu, but on the line of scrimmage. You don't find them kind of people that instinctive, that close to the line of scrimmage around a quarterback. You just don't. But lucky for Pittsburgh, we got him.
Ike, that is very high praise. The way I look at it is this too. I understand he would need more years of sustained excellence, but because his ability with turnover creation and in coverage and in pass deflections and with interceptions, really the turnover creation, if he continues this pace, it's not only just, hey, headed for Canton in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He needs more years of doing this. But I honestly believe that he could pass his brother J.J. Watt, who is a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, if he keeps up at this rate that he is right now, that's the level of play that I've seen from T.J. Watt. And yet again, we saw it where it was just like the guy's just a magnet to the football. And I can't even imagine what it's like because I know opposing coordinators are game planning for him. You see how opposing teams block him, and he still consistently finds a way to make plays week after week.
You gotta give a huge shout out, not only to TJ and that swag sauce that he's leaving in that outside linebacker position. When you see Alex Highsmith come around the corner, now you got a rookie who went to Wisconsin as well, and Herbert got his first sack, NFL regular season sack yesterday. So when you have a guy who's that special, and we're talking about TJ Watt, but his work ethic is even better, it's contagious. And you just know, like how we know George Pickens, if you get a ball to George Pickens, he'll wind up making a play for you. You know, as long as you see 90 on the field, he's gonna wind up making a play for you. That's just what it is, man. Like TJ, to have all them instincts wrapped in one body, it's hard. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to compare him to TP, but I'm just saying instinctively, we don't talk about edge rushers having pass deflections, interceptions, forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, and touchdowns. We all we talk about is sacks, quarterback pressures. That's what we talk about when we talk about edge rushers. Mm-hmm. So to get outside the box, and when you talk about a TJ Watt, and the more you look at his resume, everything is saying cornerback, safety resume. And what I mean by that, pass deflections, interceptions, forced fumbles. Well, shoot, what position he played, right or left side of that secondary? Nah, this joker play edge rusher. Well, god damn. You feel me? That's what makes him so special, Mark.
Hey, go back and watch that interception too. I think it was Joey Porter Jr. that was behind him in coverage. Like the sheer jubilance and delight of the interception was it was awesome to see. And I really think it rallied the team and changed the momentum of the game.
Yeah, TJ, everything he's just a contagious person to be around. Cause if you just be around him, you just waiting for that little drip of swagoo to fall off of him, so you can get it too, so it can go into your pores. Cause sooner or later you're gonna be winding up making plays just like him because you hang around him too much.